Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's near and dear to my heart, and frankly something I wish I'd known about before I first opened my home to a feline overlord. Companion. Thinking of getting a cat? Here's what you need to know before you bring home your furry roommate. It's not just about adorable toe beans and purr-fect cuddles, though those are definitely part of the package. There's a whole world of responsibility, understanding, and yes, a little bit of cat-titude that comes with sharing your life with these incredible creatures. So you've seen the viral videos, the heart-melting photos, and you're thinking, a cat would be the perfect addition to my life. And you might be right. But before you rush off to the nearest shelter or breeder, let's pump the brakes a little. Becoming a cat guardian, and I use that term intentionally because it's about guardianship, not just ownership, is a huge commitment. It's about creating an environment where your cat can thrive, not just survive. It's about understanding their unique needs, their primal instincts, and their sometimes baffling behaviors. We're going to unpack the real deal, the nitty-gritty, the stuff that goes beyond the highlight reel. My goal here isn't to scare you off, not at all. It's to empower you, to help you make an informed decision, and to set you and your future feline friend up for years of happiness, understanding, and a bond that's truly special. We're talking about forging a connection, a real two-way street of respect and affection. So grab a cup of tea, or coffee if you're already anticipating those early morning meows for breakfast. Get comfy, and let's talk about the 10 essential things you absolutely need to know before welcoming a cat into your home. This is the raw cat truth, folks. Alright, let's tackle one of the biggest misconceptions out there. The idea that cats are these totally self-sufficient, aloof creatures who just tolerate our existence. Sure, cats have an air of independence, a certain I got this vibe that we all secretly admire. They don't typically need the constant in-your-face attention that some other pets might crave, but don't let that cool exterior fool you. Beneath that veneer of feline mystique is a creature that deeply desires connection, affection, and, yes, your dedicated attention. They might not always show it in the most overt ways, but trust me, they notice when you're present and when you're not. It's about quality, not always quantity. But that quality time is crucial for their emotional well-being and for building that incredible bond we all strive for. Think of it this way. Your cat is a roommate, yes, but also a family member. They rely on you for more than just food and a clean litter box. They look to you for comfort, for play, for reassurance that they're safe and loved. Making time each day for interactive play, for a gentle grooming session, or even just a quiet cuddle on the couch while you're watching TV, these are the moments that build trust and strengthen your relationship. It's about understanding their subtle cues, the slow blinks, the head bunts, the quiet purrs. These are their love languages. So, while they might enjoy their solo adventures exploring the top of the bookshelf, they also need to know their human is there, a steady, loving presence in their world. Now, let's talk about a topic that might not be glamorous, but it's absolutely fundamental to a happy cat and a harmonious home. The litter box. I call it the throne room because, for your cat, this is a place of prime importance. A clean, accessible, and appealing litter box is non-negotiable. Think about it from their perspective. Would you want to use a dirty, smelly, or inconveniently located bathroom? Probably not. And your cat feels the exact same way. Ignoring litter box hygiene is one of the fastest ways to create stress for your cat, which can lead to all sorts of undesirable behaviors, including them deciding your favorite rug is a much better alternative. And believe me, nobody wants that. The golden rule here is scoop daily at the very least. Some cats are particularly fastidious and might appreciate a scoop after every use if possible. And a full litter change with a good scrubbing of the box itself should happen regularly. How often depends on the type of litter you use and how many cats you have, but generally once a week or every other week is a good starting point. Location matters too. Place the box in a quiet, low-traffic area where your cat feels safe and secure. Avoid noisy appliances or busy hallways. And if you have multiple cats, the rule of thumb is one box per cat, plus one extra, strategically placed around your home. Keeping that throne room pristine is a true act of love. Okay, let's get our claws into the next topic, scratching. This is a big one for many potential cat guardians, often a source of anxiety about furniture, and a general misunderstanding of why cats do what they do. Scratching is not a malicious act designed to destroy your beloved sofa. It's a completely natural, instinctual, and necessary behavior for cats. They scratch to mark their territory, both visually and with scent glands in their paws. They scratch to maintain their claw health, shedding the outer husks. They scratch to stretch their bodies, flexing their muscles and tendons, and sometimes they scratch simply because it feels good. Trying to stop a cat from scratching is like trying to stop a bird from singing. It's just not going to happen, and it's unfair to expect it. The key, then, isn't to stop the scratching but to redirect it appropriately. This is where you, the savvy cat guardian, come in. You need to provide an array of enticing, acceptable scratching surfaces. Think vertical posts covered in sisal rope, horizontal cardboard scratchers, angled scratchers, scratching pads made of different materials like carpet or wood. Variety is key because different cats have different preferences. Place these scratchers in prominent locations, especially near areas they might be tempted to scratch inappropriately, like the corners of your couch or near their favorite sleeping spots. Make these approved scratching zones super appealing with a little catnip or by dangling a toy nearby. Positive reinforcement is your best friend here. When you see them using the post, praise them. Give them a treat. We're managing an instinct, not punishing it. This chapter is incredibly important, folks, because we're talking about your cat's health and well-being. Regular veterinary visits are not optional extras. They are an essential part of responsible cat guardianship. I know, the vet can be a source of stress for both you and your cat, the dreaded carrier, the car ride, the unfamiliar smells. But those annual, or sometimes biannual for senior cats or those with existing conditions, checkups are your first line of defense in keeping your feline friend healthy and happy for as long as possible. Cats are masters at hiding illness and pain. It's an evolutionary survival tactic. By the time you notice something is obviously wrong, the issue might already be quite advanced. Think of these visits as preventative care. Your vet can catch subtle signs of potential problems early on when they're often easier and less expensive to treat. Vaccinations, parasite control, dental health checks, weight management. These are all crucial aspects that your vet will monitor. It's also a chance for you to ask questions, to discuss any behavioral changes you've noticed, or to get advice on nutrition. Building a good relationship with a trusted veterinarian is invaluable. They are your partner in your cat's health journey, so please, don't skip these appointments. They are a fundamental investment in the longevity and quality of life for that little creature who depends entirely on you. Now let's talk about time. When you bring a cat into your life, you're not just committing to a few years of cute antics. You're potentially signing up for a relationship that can span 15, 20, or even more years. That's a significant chunk of your life, and it's a reality that needs to sink in before you make that commitment. This isn't a decision to be taken lightly, like choosing a new houseplant. This is welcoming a sentient being, a family member, who will rely on you for their every need for their entire lifespan. Think about where you see yourself in 5, 10, 15 years. Will a cat still fit into your life plans? Will you be able to provide consistent care, love, and stability through all of life's changes? This long-term commitment encompasses so many things. It means being there through kittenhood antics and senior cat sensitivities. It means potential lifestyle adjustments, like considering your cat when you move or go on vacation. It means financial responsibility for their food, litter, vet care, which can increase as they age, and enrichment for potentially 2 decades. It's a profound promise to be their constant, their rock, their safe harbor. The joy, companionship, and unconditional love they offer in return are immeasurable. But it's crucial to go into this with your eyes wide open to the full extent of the journey you're embarking on together. This is a marathon, not a sprint, a beautiful, rewarding marathon. One of the most fascinating things about cats is their individuality. Just like people, every single cat has a unique personality, a distinct set of preferences, and their own way of expressing and receiving affection. You might dream of a lap cat, a furry purr machine who wants nothing more than to be a permanent fixture on your person, and you might get that. But you also might welcome home a cat who prefers to show their love from a slight distance, with a slow blink from across the room, a gentle headbutt against your leg, or by simply choosing to be in the same room as you. Not all cats are destined to be cuddle puddles, and that's perfectly okay. The key here is respect and observation. Learn to read your cat's body language. Are their ears forward and relaxed? Are they purring? Are they making biscuits or kneading? These are often signs they're comfortable and receptive to affection, but if they stiffen, flatten their ears, twitch their tail, or try to move away, they're telling you they need some space. Forcing interaction or cuddles on a cat who isn't feeling it can damage their trust in you. It's about meeting them where they are, appreciating their unique affection style, and celebrating the ways they choose to connect. Some cats are shoulder perchers, others are ankle weavers, some just want to be your quiet shadow. All forms of their affection are valid and precious. Let's talk about something that's pure joy for both you and your cat: playtime. Interactive play is so much more than just a way to burn off your cat's excess energy, though it certainly does that, especially for those indoor hunters. Play is a fundamental need for cats. It taps into their natural predatory instincts, the stalk, chase, pounce, and kill sequence. Providing regular opportunities for this kind of play is crucial for their mental stimulation, preventing boredom, and reducing stress. A bored cat is often a cat who finds their own, sometimes destructive ways to entertain themselves. So, think of playtime as preventative medicine for your furniture and your sanity. But beyond the physical and mental benefits for your cat, interactive playtime is an incredible bonding tool. When you're on the other end of that wand toy, mimicking the movements of prey, you become the bringer of fun, the facilitator of their instinctual desires. This builds a powerful positive association. They see you as a source of enrichment and excitement. Aim for at least 2 dedicated play sessions a day, even if they're just 10 to 15 minutes each. Use toys that allow you to control the prey. Feather wands, laser pointers, always end with a physical catch like a treat or toy. Crinkle balls. Watch your cat come alive, and you'll feel that connection deepen with every focused stare and playful pounce. Chapter 8. Peace of Mind for Pennies, the Power of Pet Insurance. This chapter is about something that can be a real lifesaver, both for your cat and your bank account: pet insurance. Now I know, adding another monthly expense might not sound appealing, especially when you're already budgeting for food, litter, and toys. But trust me on this one, unexpected veterinary bills can be astronomical, and they often come at the worst possible times. An accident, a sudden illness, these things can happen to any cat no matter how well cared for they are. And when they do, the last thing you want is to be forced to make heartbreaking decisions based on finances, rather than what's best for your beloved companion. Pet insurance is essentially a safety net. You pay a monthly premium, and in return, the insurance company can help cover a significant portion of eligible vet bills, particularly for those unforeseen emergencies or serious illnesses. There are many different plans out there with varying levels of coverage and deductibles, so it's important to do your research and find one that fits your budget and your cat's potential needs. Think of it as an investment in peace of mind. Knowing that you have that financial support can alleviate so much stress during an already difficult time. It allows you to focus on getting your cat the best possible care without the added burden of crippling debt. It's a responsible step for any cat guardian. Chapter 9. The Furpocalypse Survival Guide. Embracing the Shed. Alright, let's be real. If you're bringing a cat into your home, you're also bringing in cat fur. Lots of it. Unless you're opting for a hairless breed, shedding is an unavoidable part of life with a feline. It will be on your clothes, your furniture, your floors, and sometimes mysteriously, even in your food. Welcome to the club. I call it feline glitter, and while it might not sparkle, it definitely makes its presence known. So if you're a neat freak or have serious allergies, this is something you need to seriously consider and prepare for. The war against fur is one you'll likely never win completely, but you can definitely manage the battlefield. Your new best friends will be a good quality vacuum cleaner, preferably one designed for pet hair, and an arsenal of lint rollers. Keep lint rollers stashed everywhere by the door, in your car, in your bag. Regular grooming of your cat can also make a huge difference. Brushing them a few times a week or even daily if they enjoy it and are prone to heavy shedding helps remove loose fur before it ends up all over your house. Plus, grooming can be a wonderful bonding experience. So, embrace the shed, invest in the tools, and just accept that a little bit of cat fur is the new black. It's a small price to pay for the joy they bring, right? Chapter 10. Open your heart and home, the beautiful choice of adoption. Finally, as we approach the end of our list, I want to talk about something incredibly close to my heart: adoption. If you're considering getting a cat, I wholeheartedly encourage you to explore adopting from a local animal shelter or rescue organization. There are so many wonderful cats, Kittens, adults, seniors, cats of every imaginable breed, color, and personality, waiting patiently in shelters for a second chance at a loving home. These are cats who, through no fault of their own, have found themselves without a family. Choosing to adopt means you're not just gaining a companion, you're actively saving a life and giving a deserving animal an opportunity to thrive. Shelter staff and volunteers work tirelessly to care for these animals, and they usually know their personalities quite well. They can help match you with a cat whose temperament and needs align with your lifestyle. You might find a shy cat who just needs a quiet home to blossom, or an outgoing character ready to be the life of the party. Adopting an adult cat can also be incredibly rewarding, as their personalities are already formed, so you have a better idea of who you're bringing home. Plus, adoption fees usually cover initial vetting like spaying, neutering, vaccinations, and microchipping, which is a huge help. Opening your home to a rescue cat is one of the most compassionate and fulfilling things you can do. Your journey to Cat Guardian begins now. Are you ready? So there you have it, 10 crucial things to consider before you open your heart and home to a feline friend. We've covered a lot, from the myth of their independence to the realities of shedding, from the importance of vet visits to the profound commitment of their lifespan. It's a big decision, one that deserves careful thought and honest self-reflection. Owning a cat is so much more than just having a pet. It's about becoming a guardian, a provider, a companion, and yes, sometimes even a professional toy dangler and chin scratcher. It's a journey filled with purrs, headbutts, occasional chaos, and an incredible amount of love. The connection you can form with a cat is truly unique, a deep, soulful bond built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. If, after hearing all this, you feel that spark, that pull towards feline companionship, and you're ready to embrace the responsibilities along with the joys, then you might just be on the verge of one of the most rewarding relationships of your life. Remember, knowledge is power, and being prepared is the best way to ensure a happy, healthy life for both you and your future cat. Take your time, do your research, and listen to your heart. I hope this has given you a clearer picture of what it truly means to share your life with these magnificent creatures. Ready to welcome a cat into your life? Drop a cat emoji in the comments if you're a proud cat parent or planning to become one. I'd love to hear your stories, your questions, and your own tips for new cat guardians. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep those purrs coming and give your furry friends an extra cuddle from me. Bye for now.